Like, look at me. Oh boy. Let's just say that this could be worse. Like, and I have a tetanus shot and it hurts like balls. I don't even know where to start, but this is gonna be a story time. The time I fell off a fucking mountain, cliff, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's September 15th today. This happened yesterday, and it's not sure when I'm really posting it, maybe a week or so. I'm just trying to do it, make this video right now because look at me. Like, look at me. Look at me.
Let's just start with it. So me and my friend decided to go to Utah to go on hiking trip.
We went, but Zion was fun. We didn't get hurt in Zion. We didn't get hurt hiking. We didn't get hurt climbing things.
We were there for 4 days. We checked out of the Airbnb, and we drove to
these falls. I'm not even gonna say the name of them, but they're in Utah, and they're near her. I think they're in Hurricane. They're near Hurricane, Utah.
These falls were near Hurricane, Utah. So I'm like, you know what? Like, we gotta go. And I pussied out last time I went to Utah, and I hiked this other trail. I really wanted to go to these falls, and I couldn't because I read that it's recommended you need a 4x4 truck. You need a motherfucking ride. You need a lifted truck. You know, if you have a Ford 150, your shit's fucked. It better be raised because you're gonna fuck your car up. So, you know, I'm like to my friend, I'm like, look, it's 11 miles. It was like 11-mile hike if you want to start off the dirt road and walk all the way up. So you start, you walk all the way uphill. So we're like, no, that's really far. It's like 90 degrees out, and we just want to get to the falls to tan. So,
there's a lot of rocks, and my car's a sedan, and it's not low, but it's not too high, and it's kind of low. So I'm like,
fuck, I could try, you know, to get in there and try to park elsewhere, you know, whatever. So I'm going, and I'm asking people, I'm like, how is it up there? This guy's like, you're not gonna make it. You should not put your car up there. And this one guy's like, yeah, you could try to park up more. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to park up more. So I don't reverse. I drive straight, drove, and my car hit something, like a rock. Like the middle of my car hits a rock. I'm like, fuck no. We're not doing it.
We're gonna park this car of mine by the entrance, but it's not like you don't pay to get in. No one really knows about this place. That's why I'm not mentioning it.
We start with this walk. We had water bottles, we had our backpack, we're walking and shit, and like, it's getting very, very hot, and there's very, very little shade.
Like, we walked, I think, for 30 minutes, but we had an hour and 30 minutes, but this shit is hard.
Like, it would have took even longer because of the heat. Because these roads were no joke. Like, these rocks were big as fuck. You need big tires, you need quads, you need big things. Like, so we found this lady and her husband. The husband didn't want to, like, take us back. Like, he didn't want to, like, they were leaving. I'm like, hi. I'm like, we're gonna faint. She's like, do you want me to take you there, like, near the falls? I'm like, can you please? Like, it's 90 fucking degrees. It's hot. So, finally, we get to the falls. They're so pretty. We met people, we hung out with people. This is the thing that's confusing. Like a white truck, like a pickup truck, but it was low. It wasn't high. It wasn't big. It was an older version of it. So I'm like, how did they get up here? The other people had like a Jeep, like an Explorer or something. I'm
like, y'all scraped your cars. Then on the way home, I don't know what this is technically called, like a dune buggy, but they call.
I was like, yeah, we can take you back, but now this is where the story's coming.
I just had to tell you all of that.
The guy was like, it was the dude, his brother, his other brother, and the brother's girlfriend, and a dog.
They were ready to go. We were ready to go.
See, I'm not trying to make jokes. I'm not trying to make this, like, funny. Like, this was fucking dangerous. And I don't want to over-exaggerate either because, like, we could have died if it was worse. But, like, I'm not trying to over-exaggerate shit. I'm just going to tell you I'm just going through the day. So when the people were ready to leave, we had no room to sit. So I had to sit in the fucking middle where the neutral thing was and shit and have my legs, like, kind of open and hanging on, like, on the thing over here. And then my friend was sitting on, like, the teenager boy's lap. And the two people were in the back and the dog was in the middle. The guy was driving. So the guy was like speeding and shit. It's fun. It's not like a public road. There's no cars. No one's gonna hit you.
Down below you see the trees, and if you fall, like, that's my biggest fucking fear, and this happened to me. This fear, I had dreams of this before, and this actually happened, and it wasn't it was scary. I'm not like traumatized by it, but it's kind of scary thinking about it in a way. And like, I'm doing this now because if I told people this story, they won't believe me and they think I over exaggerate. Now, I'm not even I'm not hurt bad. So like, God was looking out for me, but the other kid shattered his fucking cheekbone. My friend hurt her ass. Like, the driver and the girl were fine. The other kid hurt his back. He couldn't breathe. It was just a mess, and it felt like a movie. It felt like a video game. It felt like Call of Duty. Like, this shit was like, he was just like speeding, but it was fun, and I didn't think like anything of it. I'm like, no one's on this road. We're not gonna fucking collide with anyone. And common sense here is go closer to the fucking other side of the mountain. Don't go to the end so you could fucking slide off. Go towards the motherfucking wall. So if we were to crash, we crash into the wall. You know what I'm saying? If no one knows what this looks like, you should just look up like Utah or like mountains. I didn't know he was drunk. I knew they were drinking, but like I didn't think he was drunk. We're kind of desperate for a ride back because the other lady that drove us there to begin with told us, like, you better find the ride back. I'm like, we might walk. She's like, you better find the ride back.
We'll drive you back because they had a car. But the problem is, like, they were sleeping there, so I was like, that's kind of rude to, like, make them fucking go that way.
Like, upwards, you know, we're driving back to our cars. Maybe for, like, 10 minutes, I'd say. I feel like it had to be 10 minutes because we were nowhere fucking near the parking lot. But we were closer to the waterfalls. So in dreams when they're, like, when you're falling and it's just, like slow motion. Well, let me tell you guys something. This is exactly how it motherfucking felt. And it wasn't a good feeling because, oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't cry though. I don't think I cried. My eyebrow was bleeding, but I didn't cry because I was in fucking shock. He was speeding, and then all of a sudden in my video we were going straight. He was driving straight and he needed to turn. I had my video on. I ended it because that's when we fell. Literally, I ended it, held it in my hand, and then all of a sudden the mountain edge is right here. This is me. I'm the vehicle, the thing. This is the end. He's like, and the whole car, like, oh man. The whole car tips over in slow motion. He hit the brakes, but we spun, and it was slow fucking motion. The way he spun, I knew we didn't make it. We're like, fuck. We all yelled, fuck, as we tipped on down. Like, yo, it was fucking scary. Like, that was so scary. It didn't fall right. We didn't fly off. He went sideways and we tipped because we didn't get back on the ground. Half the wheels were this way, half the wheels were on the side of the rock, on the mountain. And like, we tipped over and we fucking spun like 2 or 3 times. I don't remember. 2 or 3 times. I had sunglasses on. I think that's what cut my fucking eyebrow. And then all of a sudden I see the car, like, I remember myself being underneath the car, but I thought the car, like, it bounced. Like, it went around. I think it went back up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't upside down. It went back up. So that's what I remember seeing. I'm like, here, I have the bed here, this display. I'm like crawling out. Like, I'm literally fucking crawling the fuck out to make sure, like, the thing doesn't blow up or, like, it doesn't fall back on me. I didn't really remember after that what happened, but, like, I remember it flipping. I remember being in it as it was flipping, I think, and, like, being tossed out. But then, like, the car, like, flipped and, like, for some reason, half my body was underneath it, you know what I'm saying? And I crawled down, and we're all freaking out. The poor kid can't feel his face. They thought the dog died. I thought I broke my wrist again, because I broke it when I was little, and now I have a big circle motherfucking bruise. I have a big bruise, but it's not broken, because I went to the hospital. It's swollen. It got a lot better. I have a scrape here. I'm going to just show you my eyebrow. I have it glued. They didn't stitch it. This is all that happened to me. I don't need stitches, but I need my nose. Oh my God, this is gonna be a bad view. This is what, okay. I had to cut all that out because my nose looked disgusting. When I driven in Greece on a quad, I didn't speed around the corner. I might have sped when it was straight. I didn't speed around the corner, and I always made sure to honk to make sure cars weren't coming, but cars aren't here, so it doesn't matter. But like, all bugging out. We were screaming. I think we were screaming a lot. I had to get a tetanus shot at the hospital. I got scraped on my legs. This is easier. Hello. Got scraped everywhere and bruised. But I think my bruises feel like inside more than outside because they're not showing, but my legs are in pain. Bruised everywhere. Alright. I got scraped really bad on my back. And it's a little higher too. What happened? I just thought I broke my arm. No one would do anything. My keys fell out of my bag, of course, and they wouldn't want to search for them. Like, motherfuckers, you gotta look for my bag. Like, just to let you all know, these people are strangers. I think it was just like insane and crazy and just out of a fucking movie. When I was crawling out, like, I wasn't underneath the fucking vehicle, but I still had to crawl out of it. I really felt like I was in like a video game or Call of Duty. And it just like I had a really bad dream. It wasn't like that exactly, but I had multiple dreams of me falling off cliffs and bridges, and the slow motion of it literally felt like my dream. Like trying to get his car out to get it back up the mountain, and it wouldn't happen. Now let me tell everyone something. If we were higher up towards the parking lot, that's where the higher mountains were. If we fell off of that, we would have died. We would have spun around like 20 times and then died. Seriously, fucking died, you know? But this one was like, it was big. Of course it was big. It was scary. We tumbled 2 times and then we hit a tree. We could have rolled down all the way to the middle and been fucked, you know? But it was still scary. We still fucking tumbled. Like, it's kind of serious. We fell off a fucking cliff, but we didn't die, so that's good, you know. The girl, the dog, and this other kid that hurt his back, that couldn't breathe, had to go back down to the campsite to tell these other people, like, what happened. So then the guy comes up with his pickup truck and brings us all back to the parking lot. But his pickup truck, like I said, was hitting rocks and scraping underneath. He's like, this is $25,000 thing. Like, congratulations, your brother broke his fucking shattered his cheek. Like, I don't know, just because someone's fine doesn't mean, like, it's like, bitch about that later. Make sure everyone's good first, and then bitch about your shit, you know? Because I popped a screw under my car. That's my last concern. I had to go to the hospital yesterday and make sure I was good and make sure my bones weren't broken, because this was fucking, like, really swollen. And I'm like, yo, what if, like, I really broke my wrist again? What if I go to the gym and lift something wrong and then my fucking wrist snaps? Like, the people came up, helped us, got us all in their car. People hopped in the back seat and in the trunk and all that shit, and like, he drove us back to our car. And you could be a good driver and you could just like be good at quadding and dirt biking and all that and shit, but like, if you lose control, you're fucked. So when I went to the hospital, the lady, I told her, I'm like, can you just like take the whole eyebrow off, please? And she didn't, and now I have like eyebrow residue here with glue on top. Thank you. Thanks. That slow motion reminded me of my dream, and the way I was crawling out felt like, and us being stranded just felt like a movie. Like, both of it felt like my dream and a movie combined it with a video game into it too. Like that's all I gotta say. I feel like it's everybody's fear, you know, even when you're driving on a road trip and you look over and you're like, oh shit, imagine we fell. Imagine, right? Well, yeah, imagine. It hurts. My family found out, my mom found out, and she was pissed. She's like, I knew it. But it's like, this seemed like over dramatic, but I don't want to make it seem like, oh yeah, we fell off a little hill. Because we didn't fall off a little hill. We fell off like a good amount. Like, we fell off like middle. Like, we didn't tip over like, woo, and just fall into mud. And no, it was big. It was like medium size. But because we didn't die, we didn't go up to the top and fall. That's fucking scary. I was thinking like, oh god, my eyebrows are fucked. Probably never gonna be able to draw it on again. The one kid shattered his cheekbone apparently. That, like, cause he couldn't feel his face, and then his girlfriend was crying, and like, everything was a mess. But like, yeah, I really didn't want this to happen either. Well, I guess that's my own fault for getting in a car, you know. I don't fucking know what I'm calling it a car. I'm calling it whatever comes out of my mouth. I really, out of all the places on my face, it couldn't be like here, it couldn't be here, it couldn't be there, it couldn't be up here, it had to be right under my eyebrow, into my eyebrow. Like, out of all the places, maybe cut that out. Maybe cut that out. That could be a threat. Let me rephrase it. Like, next time, if I'm ever need a ride with strangers and someone's speeding, I'm going to deadass smack them, escort them to the back seat, and take over myself. Even if I don't know how to do it, I'm gonna do it, you know? Or like yell at them severely. Like, don't be scared to yell at someone to tell them to slow down. I've done it before, but like, I just wanted to have fun. Like, I didn't think we were gonna fall off the fucking mountain. But like, if you ever feel uncomfortable in a car or in a motorcycle, anything like that, you better let the motherfucker that's driving know. Like, you better slow the fuck down. Like, let them know. Keep saying it till they slow the fuck down, because you could like crash and die. If anyone else fell off a mountain ever and lived, please tell me. Please tell me how you felt, and tell me about that slow motion. Like, the slow motion thing is what's stuck in my head. Thank you for hearing my story. That shit was scary as fucking shitball. So everyone just be careful in life, please, because like, oh my god. Like, anyway, thank you for watching.